The Nintendo Switch eShop sales are rolling on, and today I've got another list of must-see deals for you covering the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. If you are after some budget-friendly options, do not miss Thursday's video. I'll link that down below where I highlighted a bunch of gems under $10. Now we've also then got two winners to announce for two $10 eShop gift cards, plus there's two more gift cards up for grabs this week, and to enter it's simple. Drop a comment down below and the winners they'll be announced in next Saturday's video. Now finally, before we do dive into these deals, if you are enjoying the content, hit subscribe, it is free, it makes a massive difference for the channel, and with that, let's get into it. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition is 65% off, matching the low price, and what a masterpiece of a game this is. I think it is one of the best action RPGs ever made. It is a 100+ hour open world adventure that surprisingly just runs well on the Switch as well. Now sure, look, the visuals, they do take a hit with some blur, but the ability to play this game on the go is just something truly special. Now you'll be playing as the Witcher, a monster slayer for hire, tracking down the Child of Prophecy in a war-torn, monster-infested world filled with, let's say, morally ambiguous choices. And the Complete Edition includes not just the base game, but also the two massive expansions, that's Hearts of Stone and Blood and Wine, and that's going to add right around, I'd say, 50 hours of content. But overall, I'd say expect tactical combat, monster hunting, crafting, and side activities like card games and fistfights. I especially love the fact the choices here as well, they basically have far-reaching consequences. It feels very real. Now, if you do prefer, the base game is also on sale standalone, but I think the expansions are too good to miss. So yeah, this one a must-have for RPG fans. LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga is now 80% off, hitting a new low price. As a long-time LEGO game fan, I found this entry refreshing. It revamps the formula basically by letting you play at your own pace instead of being forced into a relentless collectathon. For me, that meant diving straight into the stories, which covers all 9 Skywalker Saga films. You can choose to start with any trilogy, from the prequels to the sequels, and you'll explore iconic locations across 23 planets. There's also over 300 characters to play as. It's a real, just huge selection. Combat's been refined then, with combo attacks, blasters and Jedi abilities. And yeah, you'll even find some vehicle sequences in here. I think this is a good one for Star Wars and LEGO fans alike. In Stars and Time is now 25% off, hitting a new low price. It is a gem that deserves more attention. I played this at launch and was hooked by its unique time looping mechanics and story. Now you play as Sifrin, part of a found family of adventurers trying to overthrow an evil king. But just as victory seems near, tragedy strikes, the clock resets, and they're forced to start over. The catch, only Sifrin remembers the loop, and each reset chips away at their optimism as they try to break free from this cycle. Gameplay combines turn-based combat with puzzle solving and choice-driven progression. Battles then hinge on rock, paper, scissors mechanics, definitely unique, and with each loop you gain new perspectives, you unlock better dialogue choices, and then you'll equip these memories as armor to strengthen your party. It's honestly well worth a look, and the story, I can't do it justice in this small window. Little Nightmares 1 and 2 bundle is now 70% off, a new at low price, and a must play for fans of unique horror puzzle platformers. I've reviewed both games, and while I enjoyed the original, I found the sequel to be the best. That said, the occasional challenge with perspective makes it tricky sometimes to judge your position in the world, but I would consider that a minor hiccup. Also, having tried the upcoming Little Nightmares 3 demo just recently, cannot wait to see where this series goes next. Now this bundle then it includes 2 adventures. In the first, you're working your way through a vessel-like world, and it includes the DLC too. Then in the second, we have 2 characters, Mono and Six, who team up to investigate the signal. It's got a stunning art style, great sound design, clever puzzles, and yeah, just very few games like it. Just a quick self-plug then, PlayStationCorner is in full swing. If you haven't already, consider checking it out. I'll be linking it down below. It is very much in the same style as this channel, with weekly release updates, deal breakdowns and lists. We also have a couple of those dropping this week. Also then tomorrow we've got a review of The Thing Remastered landing there, with a Switch review of the same game following right here very shortly after. Now if you are into that kind of content for PlayStation, go ahead, take a look, we'd really appreciate that support. Europa is now 20% off, marking a new low price for this recent release. While it has divided opinions, I enjoyed its 3-hour adventure. There's a Ghibli-like charm to the world, and even though the Switch version takes a performance hit, the atmosphere just generally won me over. Now here you play as the last human alive, exploring the ruins of a fallen utopia on a lush island filled with lakes, mountains and meadows. Using your Zephyr jetpack then, you'll be gliding, flying and boosting across the landscape, unlocking upgrades to gain more freedom of movement, and it feels incredible. As you do travel then, expect to uncover hidden secrets, solve light puzzles and piece together the story of humanity's relationship with nature. It's a peaceful journey generally, and it's really one that's just going to invite you to explore and take it at your own pace. Elsie is 20% off, matching its low price, and this recent release turned out to be a surprise hit for me. Now admittedly, the hub world initially felt a bit confusing, but once I got into the flow, the action, the controls, they really clicked. Add to that the pixel art style, and yeah, for me it was a winner. It is set then on the neon-drenched planet of Ekis, and you play as Elsie, a powerful android created to restore peace after the sudden disappearance of the Guardians, the protectors of this world. As you battle through procedurally generated levels, you'll be dashing, parrying and shooting in bullet hell combat while experimenting with weapons, augments and upgrades that make every run feel unique. Expect though tough boss battles, creative enemies and an ever-changing environment. It's really a game that offers plenty of replayability, so roguelike fans definitely take a look. Mortal Kombat 1 is 60% off, a new low price, and while the Switch version isn't exactly a visual powerhouse, let's be honest, it delivers where it matters most in my opinion, that is gameplay. For those seeking portability or with no other console option, this is still a solid pick, offering all the brutal action the franchise is now known for. I personally played it on Switch, then I transitioned to the PS5 build. Now regarding story, this one introduces a refreshed universe with a revamped fighting system, new game modes, and of course the iconic fatalities and yeah, a large selection of famous characters. It's a good option for fight fans, purely because of how much content there is, honestly, from the story mode to local and online play, and well, what more can I say really, it's Mortal Kombat. The Coma 2B Catacomb is 20% off, a new low price. This is my pickup of the week, meaning this is not a recommendation, rather maybe you'll want to join me for the ride. Now as a massive fan of the Coma series, I cannot wait to dive into this third entry. The first game was a brilliant 2D horror adventure where running and hiding were your only options. The sequel then expanded the world and mechanics. I'm hoping that this new installment takes things even further. Now here you're returning as Young-Ho, once again trapped in the mirror dimension of the Coma. This time you must uncover the secrets of a mysterious facility beneath the market and locate a powerful relic sword to combat the Vicious Sisters. Along the way you'll meet new characters tied to the world while solving puzzles, collecting clues and navigating survival mechanics. This game, it's really all about stealth, or at least the first two were, and yeah, I am personally hoping for big things here. Shogun Showdown is 30% off, and while we've seen it slightly cheaper before, we're talking less than a maybe 50 cents difference, this game is absolutely worth it. Now I've reviewed it, find that below, but let me tell you here. While the concept might seem simple on the surface, there's a surprising amount of depth to uncover. It is, though, at its core, a turn-based roguelike where every move matters. You'll carefully position your character on the battlefield, upgrading attack tiles or cards, and then timing your combos perfectly to unleash devastating attacks. The strategic layer here really shines as you build and refine your deck with new skills and attacks during each run, all culminating in a showdown with the Shogun. Of course then, death isn't the end here, but a step toward mastery as each run it unlocks new characters, abilities and gameplay twists. Add in then a really unique pixel art style, and I think this game an absolute gem. Hogwarts Legacy is 75% off, hitting a new low price, and it hardly needs an introduction. A massive hit upon release, it's an impressive action RPG set in the wizarding world of Harry Potter. What's more surprising is the quality of its Switch port. While the visuals and performance take a noticeable hit compared to other platforms, it is still a more than playable experience. Add portability into the mix, however, and it's a great way to enjoy this world on the go. Now it's set then in the 1800s, long before Harry Potter's time, and you'll create your own character and step into Hogwarts as a 5th-year student, with mysterious ties to ancient magic. The story has you exploring this power while navigating a conflict between wizards and a goblin rebellion. Expect a massive open world to explore, tons of things to do. Think classes, spells, potions, magical creatures, combat, brooms, exploration. It's basically everything a series fan could want. Our winners of the week then, the 2 gift cards are going to Samikeu, apologies for butchering the pronunciation there, and then Anthony. Congrats on the win both, email me for the code, and everyone else, drop a comment down below for your chance in next week's video. Pikmin 4 then wraps up our deals video with a new low price of 33% off. Now this series has long flown under the radar, but it is one of Nintendo's best, and this sequel absolutely delivers. Whether you're a series veteran or a newcomer, this one I think is worth checking out. Now here you're going to be guiding your team of Pikmin, tiny plant-like creatures, through a massive world where everyday objects become towering obstacles. Each Pikmin type offers unique abilities, from fire-resistant reds to brand new ice Pikmin which can freeze water and enemies alike. It's more complex overall than you may expect, so I'm going to keep it simple today. There's a free demo for this game on the eShop to try it before you buy it, and your save data will carry over to that full game, so give that a shot first before you part with your cash. And that's the video done. Will you be adding anything to the library this week? Let us know in the comments. With that then, a shout out to the patrons and the channel members who are going above and beyond to support SwitchCorner. It helps more than you know, so thank you all so much. Then hit subscribe, join us here for daily reviews, deals, news and lists, and I'll see you all on the next video. Cheers all.